Morning, everybody. Welcome to Spunky Canyon Road, the site of the infamous VF Engineering log almost crash. This is Ian, and thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, no sweat.
Ian is all the way from Austin, Texas, and he's doing film production, and one of the things he wanted to do is come out and shoot with us, and I've never driven a Lancer Ralliart, so what the hell, right?
Right.
Tell me about your car.
Not much has been done to it other than just better brake pads. Let's see what else has been done. A bunch of basic mechanics, fixing some of the idiosyncrasies in the car.
Okay. But for all intents and purposes, stop.
More or less, yeah.
Okay, and sadly, you emailed me last night, and someone hit your car.
Right.
And so the dented quarter panel happened yesterday, which is very sad, but I'm happy you came out anyway. It
She
was
looks
not...
good for getting hit by a 2500 heavy-duty
Did it
GMC.
really? Oh, no. All right, so let's see what this thing's about. What engine is in this?
4G69. It's basically... well, people are going to rip me in the comments for this regardless. It's an evolution, I believe, of the 4G63 with just stroke more. It's 2.4 liters.
Okay, 2.4 non-turbo version of
Correct.
an Evo engine.
And it
kind of.
has the MyVec tune. It was their first go with variable.
MyVec.
Yeah.
That's Mitsubishi's VTEC, right?
Basically,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
But this only does the intakes instead of both.
Ah, okay.
So that's why it only gets, I think, 162 top end, which is about 6,000.
Horsepower,
Right.
not miles an hour.
Right, yeah.
I was
Oh,
going to say,
sorry.
I think that'd be a little optimistic there.
Although,
but no.
on the way up from Texas, I did go 120, and she tracks beautifully.
Boy, 120. No, I'm not making fun. The shifter feels identical to an Evo
It
shifter.
is actually ripped out of an Evo.
It's the same, right?
They gave you that stock for that.
And you get the OZ wheels.
Yep.
So we're going to go up this kind of tight section. Because this is a small little light car.
Right.
I imagine the straight line is not its forte.
No,
it's a
is not.
handling machine.
That it is.
So we're going to go right up there.
And for a front-wheel drive car from 04, I think it handles pretty decent.
Well, it feels, pretty tight and together so far. These cars, you look at them differently when they're brand new on the lot and when they're like 10 years old.
Yeah.
Because what is one of these things, like $4,000 now or something like that?
Even less than that.
Yeah, so-
Like probably about $3,000.
Right, so in the context of a $3,000 car, our expectations are adjusted and, we stop being so picky.
That is very true.
Little body roll.
Oh yeah, she body rolls. Even with those, it came with strut tower braces and everything
That probably helps.
from the factory. Oh yeah.
Whee! All right. Little tire squeal there, no
Yeah.
problem.
It's all good.
You
They're built well.
you have to input a lot of steering, but the feedback is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I found that too. The road where you did the Mustang cop tuning on this thing was actually really fun.
Oh yeah, Lake whatever.
Lime Creek Road, yeah.
yeah.
That's
Texas.
blown up recently.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
We got to do it. That's one of the best roads
I
around.
feel it is.
Oh, dude. So, yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of steering inputs going on,
Right.
but it actually has some decent. What kind of tires do you have?
Dunlop, I'm going to butcher the name, but Pizeria PZ101s.
Dureza?
Dureza, there we go. I'm sorry.
That's why you're in film. You can't read.
There we go. My one handicap is
Has this
finally-
thing been pretty reliable?
Oh yeah, all she's had done that was weird, I guess, is cam seal, which maintenance, and
Yeah.
timing belt and water pump.
That's maintenance.
Yep. And other than that, just gas and oil her up, and she's good. And she's been in the family for 4 years.
The clutch is very light. All the inputs are light. The shifter is very direct.
Oh yeah.
It is Evo, but it's good.
And luckily I was able to drive for a while, so the transmission got warmed up, because in the morning, first start, first gear, it gets a little finicky.
Okay, that was a little hot for this. Downhill off camber, I was a little hot there. Right here is the site of the log incident.
All right.
And
Hopefully not another
well,
one.
there's no dirt trail on the road
That's
right
good.
now, so we're eyes up for logs. Oh, there it is. It's not bad. I'm not even kidding. It's not bad.
Appreciate that. One thing I do want to do with it, and it's crazy because I want to make it a project car just because it's past the point of reselling it for the most part, is apparently the Outlander GTs, their transmission with the four-wheel drive.
Okay.
You can apparently hook up a different bell housing and a different gas tank, and they'll actually bolt in. And so
Wait, and you can make this all-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Selectable all-wheel drive. I'll probably have to strengthen up the gearbox and differentials because
That, I mean, but is that worth it? Come on, is that worth it? That seems like a lot of work.
It is, but I kind of just want to do something stupid with it.
All right. Hey, man, look, I have thrown money at worse things than that, so I'm not one to judge.
And maybe buy a turbo kit for it and make a dirtball Evo.
How do you do it? I mean, look, I love the enthusiasm. If you can get it done, God bless.
It's better than my other. I have one project car sitting at home just because it's broken, and you'll get a kick out of this. It's a 93 Lincoln Mark 8 with the test kit block.
I love those. I love those cars. I secretly really like those things. So this car, in the context of a $3,000 car, is totally not bad.
That's good to
Look
hear.
at that, good turning radius. Power on. See, we'll blow the tires off. No, it won't. It won't chirp second, but that's okay. Let's see.
It will on certain roads, like when they're really slick.
The tires talk to you.
Oh, yeah.
You can have fun in one of these.
Oh, yeah.
You really can. It's not bad.
And
I have to shuffle steer a little bit, but...
Gotcha. And I don't know if you know this or able to tell, but single overhead cam.
I hadn't noticed, but okay, sure.
Everyone always acts surprised when they hear it. Single overhead cam, but they're really easy to wrench in. That's the nice thing.
Well, that's good. And there's surprisingly few, rattles and stuff. It actually feels pretty solid in here.
Oh, yeah. I've kept her up as best as I could.
Well, it's just not what I would expect from a 10-year-old Mitsubishi. Is that what year is this thing?
04.
Oh, 12-year-old Mitsubishi.
Found her in the back of a Cadillac lot.
Nice.
And
I wonder how long they were sitting on this thing.
Oh yeah, they wanted to get rid of it. They sold it at the time under Blue Book value to us. I was like, I'll take it.
But for a college kid, you need something that's solid and cheap and easy to fix and low maintenance. But the chassis itself is pretty solid. I bet with some sticky tires. I wonder if you can put an Evo steering rack in this thing.
You might be able to. A lot of stuff tends to, with Mitsubishi Lancer lines, tends to bolt in.
If you could find yourself an Evo steering rack, you'd have one hell of a little autocross car with this thing.
Gotcha.
I would look into that, because that's really obviously all-wheel drive and a turbo,
right.
But from a chassis perspective and like a canyon running perspective, that would make a really big difference.
Gotcha. I'll look into it.
Into that. I like this section here.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Woo. The car talks to you. It lets you know what's going on.
That is one thing that I do like about it.
Am I going to end up in this video recommending a fucking Lancer to somebody? Is that what's going to happen?
Hey, if you could find it for $3,000, I mean...
Well, at least, because it's your car, the internet at least can't say I've been paid off to drive it.
There is that,
yeah. God forbid I say something nice about a car I've been paid off.
I feel that.
Dude, fuck, man, it's not bad. The engine revs really smooth. It actually feels less buzzy than the Evo engine.
No.
It's a good day for this too. This flat light. The shots will probably look good. You're into film.
Yeah.
You know that YouTube's compression doesn't work really well with light and shadow.
Oh yeah, I hate
especially at 60 frames.
Oh,
But this nice flat even light will look really good today. What are you trying to learn in film school?
I'm more of a second unit guy. My first short film for the university, I actually was the director of it, and I was on my motorcycle directing, because all my other actors who were going to be on motorcycles pretty much dropped out except for one other dude. So I was like, well, I'm going to be in it now.
So you're trying to do action sequences.
Yeah.
That's second unit, right? Is action sequences?
Stunt work, all that stuff.
Well, you gotta hang out with the right people. I can introduce you around to some of them.
I will definitely take you up on that.
They consider the kind of driving I do stunt work for stuff, driving for camera and such. Full throttle, third gear. It revs up nice. 7,000. Dude, it's totally not bad.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know if I would have said the same thing 10 years ago when this car was 27 grand or whatever it was.
16.
Oh, was that all?
Yeah.
Oh, well, even for them, that's not that bad.
It was back during the, no one was making super out sports cars really in the masses, so everyone was like, Ford Focus SVT, Civic SI.
Yeah, they were like the stopgappy ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Mazda Speed 3.
That one got a turbo.
Oh, yeah, it did.
But this is, for a functional, somewhat fun runaround car, yeah.
Made the trip from Texas to here,
Dude,
no problem.
I'm with you on this. I really am. I get it. It makes sense. It's fun to rev. It's easy to drive. Has decent inputs. Reasonably comfortable. Air conditioning works.
The heater doesn't though.
Oh, it doesn't? Oh,
The flap's
no.
stuck, and
no.
it's a pain in the ass to get to.
Well, wow, thanks, Ian. I mean, I think you're doing okay here, man. I wish you the best of luck with your film career.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming out and sharing the car with us. And hey, man, you need a cheap beater that's pretty fun to drive? OZ Ralliart Lancer. It's not bad at all, actually. Thanks for watching.